You don't need to shut up. Don't worry. Wait, shit, we're live. Cornelius, shut the fuck up. Howdy, everyone. I'm the Shadow of the Hobby. Welcome back to Sword Coast and Sorcery, episode 9. Apologies for me telling one of my co-hosts, not one of my co-hosts, one of the guests. That also feels wrong. Party members to shut up. I was very rude to him. I apologize, Cornelius. Player of Elias. How are you doing?
It's alright. I'm doing well.
Yes, the 9mm to the back of his head is keeping him happy. That's very good. To my right, we have Sax playing white-skinned Doug. He's read the title and has decided to run away like a screaming little girl. Very serious
man, truly.
He's recognized that you all are now in the Balkans.
Oh shit!
Oh, is that my hand in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
It's not my fucking pocket.
I don't have any pockets, but okay.
Okay, so then you're just happy to see him. Then we have Lake, played by Gray, aka Rivers, aka...
What's good, everybody? I'm not that gay, but alright, sure. That works, I guess. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Our resident LGBTQ individual is being very cagey currently. Why would you do this, Gray? Why would you be cagey?
Because it's good content, apparently.
I was expecting you to deny the whole LGBT thing, but okay.
Dude, I make this very clear to everyone I ever fucking talk to about this shit. I am neither strictly straight nor gay. I don't know what the fuck I am, but I'm not one of those two things. I know that much for sure.
Bottom.
Doing me dirty. Fuck. What the fuck, man? That's not okay.
Very, very not okay mental state. That's what the fuck.
Can we cancel game, please?
Dude, do you know the number of times I've lost my fucking Twitter account? It is not hard at all.
I know.
Just make me mad. Just make me mildly to severely perturbed with the state of anything. Get me to describe castrating someone with either barbed wire or sandpaper, and that will get me gone. That'll cancel me.
Understood.
Yeah.
That's a tutorial, not a cancellation.
I was suspended for that. I wasn't banned for that. And in my defense, I was attacking someone for attacking Marzana, so I feel vindicated.
I'll be sure to run for Congress specifically to make the economy worse, specifically for you in particular.
I feel that's justified, though, to defend a friend.
Yeah.
I was being a friend. I was defending a woman. Sigma-ness dead, simpness engaged. Okay, we've been talking stupid shit for way too fucking long. Sax, I would like you to give us a summary of what happened last time on Dragon Ball Z.
We explored a couple rooms. We opened some chests. There was some eggs in there. The kobold was really happy about those eggs. He was less happy that I tried to steal half of his gems. He bounced with a very sad look on his face. I'm still reeling from that. And then we went into the cellar, and there was a couple guys down there, some very angry guys with some weird glowing like things that just shot magic missile for no apparent reason. Because I'm not too mechanically inclined, so I didn't really know what was happening. But I shot my bow a lot, and I killed some dudes, and then I died, but I'm better now. And that's what happened last week on Dragon Ball Z.
Also, there was this one thing.
Wait, we also cracked the dwarf out of the dungeon room that he was in.
That too. Also, there was this one thing. I don't remember who it was who said it. Either it was like that big goblin thing that attacked me. Whatever. What was it again? What was it again, Gabe? The thing that.
Roll me a history check to see if you would know what that thing is.
Oh God. Okay. I know we're doing this already, but sure. Why not?
It's a big hairy monster. Like that could be a lot of things. You could think it's a werewolf. You could think
But-
it's an orc. You could think it's a homosexual. Like it could be a lot of things.
Yeah. Hold on.
You mean-
You could think it's a dog.
Lettuce, bacon, tomato.
Hold on. Hold on. History check. Okay. What do I have in the plus for that? +0. Okay, just roll 20. Cool. I can't. Wait. Scuff. I'm sorry. There. Yeah, I don't remember. I have no clue. I don't have the slightest fucking clue what that was.
It could be some kind of orc. It could have been a bugbear. It could
The
have
red
been
thing. Whatever
could
the
have
red
been
thing
a
was.
it could have been a very hairy hobgoblin. It could have been a homosexual. You don't really know. Could be a
Very
lot of
interesting.
things.
Anyways, the red thing
Yeah.
almost killed me, and or the
Is
boss.
he?
You said homosexual twice. That's my bet.
They mentioned something about a giant spider. I don't know what that was, but we didn't have interacted with that yet. Something about a giant spider, I think.
More that they he was I mean he was calling something spider. Could have been a person. Could have been a place. Could have been a thing.
I thought it was
even.
the
The name
queen.
of the drow that he named by name.
Oh, there's a dog at my door and might be killing my cats. Give me 1 second.
Oh dear God.
And then the dwarf was like telling us about where we could go find some more money and jewels and stuff. But like our missing our paladin who's MIA would know more about that than me. I wasn't paying attention to that conversation.
Yes. Oh, as the viewers could probably tell, it could be fucking. It could indubitably be the Caucasian Sasquatch, who I am the only person on panel who know who that is. No, it is not Shelob. Shelob's hot. This is a drow. Actually, drow are pretty. Shelob, as of the Shadow of
I was
War
gonna say,
games,
drow
Shadow
are
of
just
Mordor-
back up on that one.
Shadow of Mordor Shelob is more of a mommy vibe, whereas drow are more of a actually that's also more of a mommy with crack mommy vibe.
Yeah,
Mommy vibe if mommy's
I
beating
feel
your
like
ass
I
with a
feel like
hoe.
I've I feel like I've revealed my search history with that just like one little sentence.
No. I think your search history is very similar to my search history. It's like Dommy, Mommy, Goth Girls.
No, absolutely not.
Not in my search history at all. I married one.
Oh, you lucky bastard. The only thing that terrifies me is the spider thing. I'm not a fan of that.
Depends on the depiction, Andy. It depends on the form. So you guys have Gundren Rockseeker, a dwarf.
Hmm.
A friendly dwarf, a nice dwarf, a dwarf. Who
I love dwarves.
I can't tell if that's him being black or if that's just a shadow cast by the hat, but that looks more like a dwarf than modern freaking wizards would make. I'll post a picture of him
All right,
to the
I am
chat.
back.
Jack can see.
The dog, the cat are not dead yet.
This is the dwarf you've saved.
He could just be really tanned.
Yes, but he's a dwarf. You would think he'd be incredibly fucking pale.
Do you think I could roll a sleight of hand and steal his beard beads?
Dude, no.
You just
Are you
rescued him
saying
from
this out
prison.
loud?
I know. This is a hypothetical. I didn't mean like I'm gonna go ahead and roll. I'm just asking. You think I
Actually,
could?
do it.
I bet I could.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
I'm gonna do it. I just want to know if I can.
All right. So you all have looted and collected everything of value from this place. Now, actually, no, there
Excellent.
are just various weapons and pieces of armor and stuff scattered across the front of the house and within this part of the house. Would you like to spend time gathering them, collecting them,
Yeah.
and then weighing
Yes.
down those 4 horses that you brought with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Are you taking literally everything that you possibly can that's not bolted down?
No.
Within
And is there a
reason.
card out front?
The cart was damaged by the battle. You have 3 horses.
Can we
you
fix the cart? Is it just like
How about we
Any of
actually
you
look to see what's? Why don't we check to see what's actually there first before we make any decisions on storage and transport?
in
yeah? Well,
total,
we'll do that. But
all right. So in total, you find 10 swords. Some of them are short swords, some of them are falchions, some of them are scimitars. Doesn't really matter. You have also a pair of axes from that one berserker you killed. Not counting the half orc's bow, you have 6 longbows. You have 60 arrows. You have a light spear, which is basically just the spear stat light lance, which is basically just the spear stat from the halfling you killed, as well as torn leather armor across the board.
Nothing
And all
enchanted.
the other
Nothing
loot that you guys have collected. No, anything that was magic, you should already have written down, which should be the wizard's staff. It would be Glass Staff's spellbook and his staff. It would be the troll pouch, the troll wallet that you got off the half ogre. And I believe that's all the magic. And then also that weird warm gem that Lake has.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I believe Cornelius. I believe you wanted that spell book, right? Wasn't it?
correct.
All right. I wanted that too. So let's just like trade off every now and then, seeing what's what, because there might be some things that we both want in there, but we might also not want. Because let's share them both. All right.
Yeah,
Sukanuka, this is D&D 5th edition.
Yeah. By the way, that Sukanuka is his YouTube safe name. Call him Sukablit.
Sukablit.
Yeah. That is his real name, Sukablit.
That's so awesome.
You, sir, are a legend amongst men.
So now that we have
He is
all of these
absolutely not a
supplies
legend
and
among
we've
men.
jotted everything down.
He is not a legend of men. He fucking bullies me for stupid reasons.
Depending on
That's Andy mentions a smart thing. Is there a deed to the property found during the search?
No, because it was an abandoned fucking shithole that the bandits moved into after killing its previous occupants.
Yeah, but now it could be my abandoned shithole, you know?
Oh, absolutely it could be. You could absolutely.
Okay, so here's my question. Here's my question for you, Mr. DM. If these guys looted the place and just took everything, didn't even bother like checking stuff or like filing anything like that, what reason would they have to search specifically for the deed, and why would it not just be sitting here in the mansion somewhere?
Because the manor had been abandoned for at least 50 years beforehand.
And what's your point? Why would they care about a piece of paper when they're going to steal it they're going to steal the manor anyways?
Because the piece of paper was probably
deteriorated or like.
Yeah. Like who's to say the deed even survived long enough to be found? Also, it's a fucking manor in the middle of the woods that no one else is using. You could just go, this is ours.
True.
Scavengers. It's fucking. What is it?
Hey, Shadow?
Yeah.
This is ours.
Yeah, scavengers rights. Okay, cool. It's yours.
Squatters' rights,
hold it?
baby.
How are you going to
Squatters'
hold on
rights.
to it? How are you going to maintain it?
We won't for the time being until we have someone else to do
Come
it.
out and clean out whatever moves into it every couple months, and then like live there until I don't need to again.
All right.
Or we can go back to the city and get a hireling to look after it.
Ooh.
Or register the building with the city.
My last hireling kind of ran off, so.
Yes, Nisa. Trapped in the evil land of Canada.
Shit.
That's her out of game reason. Apparently she's in Canada.
I was gonna say, depending on how many carts we have or leftover stuff, can we sort of do like grab bits and pieces from this thing and that thing, and then like make it into one thing that's super sturdy for us to carry everything into this cart to bring it back with us?
Problem is, none of you are carpenters. None of you have a woodworking skill. So you would not even know
True.
like the
It
like
is-
you understand what a cart is supposed to do and you understand what a cart is supposed to look like, but you lack the equipment and you lack the technical know-how to even attempt it. You do,
My
however, have horses.
my
The question
building
is, would you
material
like
of
to?
choice is mud and fungus.
Those don't make good for wagons.
I was going to
Um,
say, if that's the case, could we bury the equipment that doesn't fit on the horses,
well, no, it's a question of
or hide
like
it in the
to.
rafters?
It's a question of would you like to laden down to the horses to where you cannot ride them, at which point you do not gain a travel time bonus for being possessed of horse, or would you like to take some of the stuff with you and then get the travel time bonus so that you get back to town faster?
I think it'd be better for us to only take half of it, or like some of it, so that we do get the travel bonus, then we can sell the stuff. Well, I guess we have two options. We can load up the horses, only make one trip, and in the process of going from, that one trip without the travel bonus, we can use that time to study the magic book or look for herbs and other things along the way, which we can also sell, which we can carry on ourselves. I mean, it's up to the rest of the
Basically,
group, really.
basically, so you guys have an informed decision, and this is something your characters would know. It would probably take you a full day to get back to Phandalin, because like you almost made the trip in one day. It's just you kind of got like laid down by those bandits in the way, and then making camp.
Yeah.
Howdy, Anderson Koa. Long time no fucking see, man. How you doing?
I can
Sorry about that.
literally see the predator meme with the the muscly arms, like doing the high five thing. It's like,
Yeah.
you beautiful bastard.
And
You
then
son of a bitch.
it would be about half of a day using the horses without overlay. With basically, if you're able to ride the horses, it would be about half a day to travel back to town. If you are using them to transport the goods and as such cannot ride them, you will be limited to your walking speed, which would be about a day, assuming you aren't waylaid while you're doing it.
I'm very small. I could probably still ride them.
Well, yeah, you can, but the rest of the party can't. That's the thing. The horses would not be limited by their speed. They would be limited by your speed.
Right.
The silent paladin, give me a piggyback ride since he can't eject.
Also, keep in mind you will probably want to long rest at the manor because you've just been like fighting horribly and stuff.
Yeah, let's do
True.
that. Probably a solid move.
What is the dwarf doing? Is he
don't worry, Anderson.
still there?
What was up?
What is the dwarf doing? Is he up and left already?
No, he's with you guys. Like he's not gonna go. He's
he
unarmed.
repair
He's
the
not gonna
cart?
go out into those. He's not gonna go off into that wilderness alone.
Dwarf, can you?
Just saw Eddie
can you
Pickles
repair the cart?
comment. Okay, I pee on the manor. It's mine now.
That's great.
Oh, that's good.
That's Gunsmoke for you.
Man, that's not okay.
Oh, also, Greg, Gunsmoke is recently 18, so you can be as fucking twisted as you want to be.
Repeat that? Can I repeat that?
Like 2 weeks ago, Gunsmoke was 17. Now he's not. So you can be just a twisted motherfucker if you want. Go ahead.
Oh. No, I'm good. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, well, I
Alright,
said
well-
you didn't have to like filter yourself. I didn't say anything about jail time. What the fuck?
I was going to say that if we're staying for the night, I reckon we should barricade or at least get the house secure just in case more bandits from the same group come back. Because perhaps, somebody from the bandit group may have actually gone out for supplies and will be coming back later while we're still here. And I don't necessarily want them to, sort of get the jump on us. So in thoughts of preparation for that, I also want to get my rope and I want to try and find a cowbell or at least some pots and pans and like tie it to the rope and on the tree line that's at the bottom of the like where we were previously, and like go through and actually make noise traps.
I mean, you've got the rope. The bandits did not just have random cowbells lying around.
No, well, that's why I said pots and pans or anything that like would rattle together to make noise if you like.
Bits of metal armor.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
like
mean,
if you trip over it, it'll like clang together and make noise to alert us in the night.
I would say, due to the size of the bandit camp as well as the lack of proclivity to cooking, um, you probably
I
have
mean, I
enough
could
for
use.
like
Mm,
you'd probably have enough to set up the main trail.
okay.
So yeah, to like line the main trail, but like if they're sneaking through like the fucking undergrowth and shit, kind of like what you guys did, it wouldn't really. You don't have enough supplies to like block off the entire approach, but you could block off a chunk of it.
Okay. Can I make I guess, a perception check to see if there is a certain trail that the bandits would take constantly, so that
It's
you know what I
like the
mean? Like,
actual. It's the actual trek, the trail, the ones that you guys were following to find the place.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if there is another route that they would take
It's
that's
really the
less
only route to get
conspicuous.
here. That's the only
Oh,
route to
okay.
get
Well,
there,
if
though.
that's the case, then I'll just string it
Like,
along.
so what you have is
Yeah.
you have like an actual like walkway that is used, that
Mhm.
is like cleared of undergrowth and is like consistently walked on, and then you have undergrowth, and then you
Yeah.
have rocky hill, rocky hill, rocky hill.
Right. Okay. So it's kind of like a cattle trail where enough animals have walked along there. There's like a little bit of
Basically.
dirt. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Well, at one point there was a proper like lined out road made by a bunch of filthy fucking Saxon equivalent fucking things. That was a
Mhm.
while ago. Road fell into disrepair, and it just happens that there was enough of it there to follow and find the manor, and then just what you described, consistently walking on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a well maintained
Well,
area.
if that's the case, I want to grab some stuff and inconspicuously like string it up so that it's not like you're not going to see it. So, and go, oh, I'll avoid that kind of a thing. And we should probably like drag the bodies out of the forest and like actually pile them up somewhere so that
Well,
people
okay.
don't see
So
it if they come
for
back.
the body thing, roll me religion with advantage because you do know stuff about undead, and then after you
Yeah.
do that for the rope, roll me survival check. A survival check to
Okay.
actually like prep the rope as you've been describing. And while you do that, I will highlight some of the chat.
Okay. So, and then I do a survival check for the rope thing.
First do the thing for the bodies, then the rope, because I imagine you guys would be doing the body thing first, as you guys are like stripping them of loot.
Correct. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So roll that religion check for me. Remember, you get advantage
Roll-
because you know things about undead.
Yeah, religion +2.
16. Okay. Okay, 16.
Well, 16.
There is a kind of undead that are attracted to rotting flesh, ghouls. They tend to
Okay.
hang out in like,
I think you mentioned
graveyards,
this
ruins.
before.
Yeah, they tend to hang out in like graveyards, ruins. They can go like they don't actually need flesh to. They're kind of like vampires from Warhammer Fantasy. They don't act to live. They don't actually need like meat or blood in the case of the vampires, but it sustains them in regards to them actually being able to function. And if they are unable to find meat, then they enter into sort of like a hibernacular state of very little action until they can detect that, hey, there's something out there to eat. At which
How do
point
they
they
detect it? How is you?
wake up and start fucking going to town.
Would he know
Right.
how?
So in this case, it would probably be best to burn the bodies then, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
It's a
So,
good thing you
I
guys
guess
didn't
we'll
leave
just do
three
that.
scalped. It's a good thing you guys didn't leave 3 scalped bodies out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, I'm gonna drag them up the hill, just in case.
Wait, the 3 that you guys caught on the road? Because if I remember right, you guys just scalped
Yeah,
them and
in
left
the
them there.
tree line where we were waiting.
Probably finished scalping these dudes, huh?
No, not those ones. The ones where you got the horses from.
Yeah, but don't we want more scalps?
You're not getting paid for ghouls.
About the ghouls, I'm talking about the rest of the corpses at the manor.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can scalp these ones. I'm just making sure that you guys remember something. Okay. Yeah, you guys can scalp them.
Are
So, fuck, actually, how many fucking scalps is that? I need to remember. Also, no, scalp collecting is not an evil act if it's done to a dead person. I need to clarify this to, well, Dempsey's not here, so actually, this is just me talking
Okay.
to the wind.
Right.
But it's not an evil act. 1, 2,
Just
3,
being a
4,
wanker.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, what Caden was threatening to do was fucking scalp a man while he was alive. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, you got 60. You should have in total 16 scalps.
Okay. So I assume it's kind of like cutting goblin ears off or orc ears as to bring them back as proof of how many kills you got.
Not to the same extent because these are people. This would not fly in a developed area like, say, Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep. But the fact that you are on effectively the frontier makes it fine. Like think about this. If you were told in, say, the suburbs of New York, hey, there's a criminal on the loose, we'll give you $50 if you bring him back, 20 if you have to kill him, and you come back with a bloody scalp, the cops are going to be like,
that's going to
if
be
you're in the middle of fucking Texas and it's like, hey, we'll give you $50 for a Comanche scalp, and you show up with a scalp. Oh boy, who the fuck cares? It's fucking middle of nowhere, Texas.
Wow.
Who invited the attention? Actually, we invited the Blackfoots, Thomas. Gunsmoke. We invited the Blackfoots.
Oh no.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Oh,
so
and that's right.
after
You also need to do a survival check.
Yes, to do the thing. So you guys loot the bodies, scalp the bodies, burn the bodies. I'm presuming you guys burn the bodies.
Yeah.
Upon
Yes.
Cornelius and
All of the bodies, including the ones that were in the 3 that.
Oh yeah,
that
no,
were
those ones
in
you got.
the-
Yeah, those ones you got. Don't worry. And you have begun developing your tripwire.
I know for a fact that you're foreshadowing. In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
Uh-huh.
Do I
Lady
get-
Deadpool as a clip?
Oh, okay, no, I don't get advantage for that. Never mind.
No, Andy. Mostly because I forgot that was
17.
Yeah, you managed to set a decent with what you're able to do. You set up a decent perimeter along where you think people will approach from, and you managed to get it low enough and like in the undergrowth so that it would not be easily seen. I mean, if it's like daylight and someone's actively looking for it, you're using just plain rope. But in the middle of the night with like someone not really expecting to see it, it's going to be effective. So that's what you're doing. Saxon Lake, sun's going down, big guys. And it is you got a little bit of time as you see Orion, whatever his name is, Iliad, Troy, doing what he is doing with the tree line. What are you two fine, lovely? I'd call you gentlemen, but that implies person status upon your characters.
Oh no, I'm
Can you
very
board the windows?
I'm very much a peasant. I guess you can just like start sorting through all of the things, right? Like Scimitar Sasora is trying to figure out how to best distribute them, carry them on the horses, right?
Yeah,
Just
you
like,
could like start loading them up, so in the morning you guys can leave.
Might as well save us some time. I'll do that.
All right. So you're just loading up.
Can someone board up the windows?
Sax.
Suppose I could board up the windows, yeah.
Awesome.
There you go.
All
I heard
right.
a baby crying. You should go punt it.
Dude! What the fuck?
Gray is a zoomer. What do you expect, filthy little heathens?
Damn. That caught me off guard so much.
What do you
Yeah.
expect from filthy little heathens?
I apologize.
Their whole disgusting generation is perverse.
The South Park came out. I'm sorry.
Their skin's a snowish white.
Damn.
They're just a worthless blight. They're vermin, no, they said, and worse, they're zoomers.
Oh,
The zoomers.
worse. There's Zoomers. That is too close to home. I'm gonna be real.
All right, and so you all prep a nice within the house. So all you need to do is roll to cook food because you have a nice, warm set of walls with only the slightest stench of burning flesh outside to interrupt your sleep. Who would
Don't
like
worry,
to cook
guys.
party dinner?
Don't worry, guys. I'll take care of cooking tonight.
Ah, you are trusting Lake with the cooking.
That was sarcasm.
Can I-
You should not do.
Can
Oh,
I
Sax rolled a
help?
fucking nat. He opens up the larder. He opens up the
Enjoy-
larder and Doug opens up the larder, and for a moment he is inspired by a vision of a. Is Gordon Ramsay Scottish or Northern English?
It's
I can't remember.
I'll tell you what I cooked. I cooked a steamed cabbage and mushroom soup with pork, raw pork.
All
'cause I
right.
don't cook that shit. So if you guys want to cook it, throw it on the fire. But the cabbage and mushroom soup is cooked.
Wait, hold on. I forgot. Doug, I apologize. You rolled a natural 20, or Sax, you rolled a natural 20. Doug deserves this.
Telling me we
Apologize for
don't
forgetting.
see who's cooking.
Right, that's right.
Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah.
See ya, Anderson. And that may happen.
Anderson.
Look, there are parts of me that are 15-year-old white girl, and those parts are the vampire lover.
Oh,
Solid black.
Warhammer
Solid-
Fantasy
hear me out,
Vampires.
hear me
Warhammer
out.
Fantasy Vampires.
Solid
Okay.
black. Goth frog girl.
JK. Ha ha ha.
Mm.
I was not
Alright.
kidding.
So you all receive a nice, delicious dinner from Doug, excuse me. And you all have your own nice bed that you can sleep in.
Nice.
You sleep the night away, without worry, without care.
Whoa, I thought someone was going to go and watch.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, honestly.
Okay.
I think he was just fucking with you. I'm gonna be real. I think he was just fucking with you.
When it comes to things that bump in the night, I don't take that as a joke.
Someone was on watch, and nothing bad happens. Morning
good.
comes, and the horses are ready.
All right, a whole day's travel. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
All
I
right.
guess it's gentlemen because we don't
Yeah,
have a woman anymore.
Nope. Frickin' Nisa is still KIA. Not KIA.
We're
MIA.
officially bishless, gentlemen.
Maidenless.
Unfortunately for you, thou art maidenless, tarnished.
Oh.
Ye foul tarnished!
Loading save file currently.
You continue on the road, marching grimly, determinedly. The birds are chirping, the sky is blue, and the forest is alive. Yet you do not see any of the monsters of the Tribor Trail attacking you, striking you, harassing you. Life is good, the world is good. And then on the edge of the wind, you hear, for some of you, a familiar sound. For others, not so much. But for all of you, it is a grim sound, a brutal sound, a loud and ugly sound.
Oh.
The sound of battle. Sword on sword, steel on flesh, and the cries of dying things.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to go? It is on your way, actually, so you will spy it, no matter what. Would you like to approach? Would you like to see?
Yeah, slowly.
From a distance.
All right.
And yeah,
Would you like to make stealth checks?
Yeah, sure.
sure.
That is
Absolutely. Can you roll mine for me? It's gonna be a +7. Sorry, I'm away from the
God.
keyboard.
Damn!
No, you're good.
Oh,
You're good, Sax. You're dealing with children. That's an 11. That's a 15. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
There you go.
damn!
Sax leads the horses, and as such, Doug leads the horses, and as such, the horses make stamping noises and snorting noises and are generally displeased. Fortunately, sorry about that. Fortunately, the battle has drawn the attention completely of the participants, leaving you all unnoticed. I should probably turn battle music on. I should also probably turn the music down so it doesn't fucking ear rape people.
This is way too intense for a stealth check.
Oh, no. This is for what we are seeing right now.
Yeah. Out on the field of battle, you see two hosts clashing. The one on your respective left are bipedal hyena-like creatures in tight, square-block formation. Some wielding spears as if professional fighters, and then others with bows raining down a flurry of death from above. The middle, with a banner of a laughing hyena, stands a coterie of these creatures, about 15 in total, wearing male halberds. The central figure being the largest, and bearing a large, terrifying crown, and a twin-headed flail resting upon its shoulder. Their opponent, upon your right side, who are currently reforming for a push, appear to be an army of putrid, naked creatures that Elias would recognize as ghouls. They surge forward, frothing and violently. However, towards the center of them, you see a more ordered storm, something akin to the blocks of infantry that you see from the hyena-like beasts. At the center of this is a large, dusky-skinned ghoul that you would recognize as a ghast. This particular ghast bears a crown with 7 knives making up its little rise thing. So, like when a crown is sticking up. And in its hand, it holds a bow's skull-shaped mace. And on the left flank of this army of ghouls, you see a pig with emaciated flesh, dried out white hair, surrounded by a collection of different undead, driving itself into the line of spearmen, seemingly uncaring at the fury that it is facing. Would anyone like to deduce what this battle is over?
Yes, I will.
Did I hear gnolls versus ghouls? They're fighting over the corpses, aren't they?
Roll me an intelligence check to see if you can come to that conclusion.
I can't do
An
it.
intelligence check or an insight check?
Insight or intelligence? I'd say insight works.
Okay, well, that works for me too. All right.
Okay, so because of my background, I would get I'm proficient in it. I don't get advantage.
I am proficient, and I have advantage. So
Oh, nice.
I'm good.
No, Sax, that doesn't count because that's one S20. Rolling one S20, I think it only rolled a 1. So that I'm not going to let that one count because that was S, not D. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, you come to the conclusion that the only thing of value out here in the middle of fuck all nowhere would be those corpses you left behind. And seeing as those are ghouls, yeah, not quite Gunsmoke. Seeing as one side are ghouls, you can assume that at the very least this is a territorial dispute triggered by the corpses. Would you like to join the battle, or would you like to stay off at your little safe distance?
I mean, like, these are just monsters fighting over food, right?
If you were to count the gnolls, you count about a little under 300. The ghouls number 100.
I say we leave out of this one. I'm gonna be real.
Like, I would know what a gnoll is, right? Like, Or would
Yeah,
I
this
not
makes
know what they are from?
You
My
would have
regional
heard
background.
of them, but you wouldn't necessarily know what they are. Roll me a history check to see if you would know
Right.
what they are.
Like, but what I passed my check to understand that they're probably fighting over the corpses. That was,
that's
I
not
feel
just
bad
like-
even rolling that because I thought of that out of character without character knowledge.
Well, like, I mean, it does make a level of sense. What the fuck would they be fighting over? Well,
Just,
and the fact
I
that
know
it's
that gnolls are
ghouls.
scavengers.
Yeah, well, go ahead and roll. Maybe Doug does know. Now, those are one of those things that you would have heard of, but you wouldn't necessarily know that these are gnolls. Like, if you were to encounter a Goliath, for instance, that could just be a barbarian
God damn it.
human. Did you do S again? Bro. That is just a 3. Yeah, no, you've got those could be bugbears. Those could be goblins, a really weird looking kind of goblin. They could be orcs. They could even be people. Those could be humans in skin suits. They could be furries. You don't know.
Whatever they are, there's a lot of them on both sides. I suggest we either pick a side with the most amount of them, or we just stay out of it.
I wanted to deduce who is the caster or the one in charge of the ghouls.
It would be the ghast, the dusky skinned one.
Okay, well, I want to pull out my rifle and I want to shoot it through the face.
Oh lord. Okay.
You are out of range.
Damn it.
Like you are using a matchlock rifle at probably a couple of kilometers.
See this from a couple kilometers away? I thought this was gonna be like 500
Kilometers are only
yards.
1,000 meters.
I know, but I thought that's too
Damn it.
football field. I thought this was gonna be like 500 yards.
Yeah, no, like the reason why your 11 did not fail is you are watching this from a good distance away, from like a little bit of an elevated position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Why even get involved? We can just skirt the edge of this and not. We got stuff to sell.
That's what I'm saying.
So if you would like to wait,
As much as it pains me to keep moving, because I really want to kill this thing,
you
I guess.
Just you got like a little logbook. You're writing down your trophies. Like, what's the deal there?
So,
What is your motivation for murder in this moment with that thing way the fuck over there?
it's a monster. It needs to be taken out.
It'll be there when we get back. Fuck, that thing might be intelligent. It's casting things. Like, would you call me a monster?
You're not the same.
Oh, that was dangerously close to racism, buddy.
I'm gonna start like going through my amulets of different demons and monsters, and I'm gonna make a note of what I've seen.
They're all
and,
made out of ears,
quick-
aren't they?
No. And then I'm going to like put it in some ink, and then I'm gonna press it into my book. And I'm gonna make a note of how many are here and who's here, and then we'll take off.
So you got a
All right.
Pokédex? gotta catch them all.
So the battle
Gotta kill them all more like it.
The battle rages for another 40 minutes, with no clear winner. Many ghouls die upon the spears of these hyena creatures, but many of the ghouls slide down the spears or charge down the spears, ripping and tearing into their killers, taking 2 or even 3 of them with them as they go back to the abyss from which they were spat out of. And eventually both sides withdraw, pulling back, not completely away from the field of battle, but enough to make it clear that both have been scarred and mauled beyond their desires. And then timidly, in ones and twos, they begin to pull away bodies from the field. Some of them friend, some of them foe. And slowly, but steadily, more and more do so as they begin to pick the battle of meat. Small, minor skirmishes break out. A knife clawing at a face, a pair of fangs ripping out a throat. But for the most part, the battle seems to be done, and it is decided by both sides as a draw. After 2 hours, upon you seeing the fight, both sides have withdrawn to their respective territories, leaving only a few to watch the other side. You may pass with impunity.
That counts
This
as a short rest.
foreshadowing having been given. And that would be a short rest. You guys like pull out some popcorn. You did what a bunch of rich Northerners did at the Battle of Manassas. You just sat down and enjoyed a bloody spectacle.
Very nice.
Damn.
That's
Yes. Would Knowles be the Confederates or would they be the Union? They'd be the Union because they actually had the more numbers. So in this instance, the savage motherfuckers that like eating people, and the women that, and also the women probably have dicks if we're using hyena physiology correctly.
Only when they're holding or in heat.
What?
Only when they're in heat.
Concerned that you know this.
No, I just remember watching a David Attenborough thing when I was younger. Hey, no, none of that. None of that.
You arrive back
They
Fandolin.
grow up. I'm just
No,
I'm gonna leave it.
female hyenas. They're that region is of a particular length. In the same way that female ducks have corkscrew vaginas, the vagina of a hyena can grow in size to where it is actually larger than the average hyena male's genitals. In order for the female hyena has to let the male copulate with her, giving her greater authority within the mating dynamic and thus greater authority within societal dynamic. That's why female hyenas are allowed to beat the ever-living fuck out of their males and nothing bad ever happens to them because the male just needs to take it if he ever wants to have sex. It's like modern American society. For a man to get anything from a woman, he just needs to put up with the abuse.
Sir, TMI. So much TMI.
Looking like an unmarried man.
Yes, I am absolutely unmarried. And shit like this is why. Also the fact that I'm 21.
Jesus.
I have traumatized everyone. I have traumatized the stream. I have traumatized the chat. I have traumatized my fucking
We're all
FBI agent.
traumatized.
I have traumatized the YouTube bot. Hold on, fuck. Are we even still live on YouTube? Did that get us taken down? That might have gotten us taken down, actually. I'm going to check YouTube right now.
That'd be funny if that happened.
No, we're still live. Unfortunately.
Maybe not.
I was repeating that conversation to my wife because she only heard my end.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I can imagine how confused she was. Like, what?
It's correct, Gunsmoke.
This is certainly, I think, the same fun of your baby.
Anyway, let's get back to D&D. You arrived back around sunset to raucous noise and celebration, seemingly, but not for you. No. In the center, let me change back to Fandolin. Where's Fandolin? There's Fandolin. You arrived, and in the center of town, there is a seemingly a festival, a celebration of some kind. You hear cheering and children laughing and music. What could this be?
I guess I would do a perception check.
All right, if you guys would like to make perception checks, go ahead.
Sure. Why not? That is plus 6. No, it's 5.
Elias, that's a 20. Let us see what Gray gets.
Apparently, I know everything.
Gray also got a dirty 20. Sax, would you like to roll? Sax got a 21. Yes, you all see some kind of performance being taken place. The people of Fandolin. Why did that not change? Hold on. What? Why did that not change back to Fandolin? What are you doing? Okay, hold on. Let me...
Margo.
Okay, there we go. For some reason, even though I moved the banner, it didn't shift. I had to shift the banner to something else and then shift it back. Okay, that was weird. The people of Fandolin have gathered in seemingly a semicircle around some strange-looking people. There are 3 wagons serving as kind of a backdrop to this. Each of the wagons pulled by 4 stout halfling-bred ponies. The performance seems to be involving some kind of black anthropomorphized bird thing, doing some kind of rapid dancing movements with a 2-bladed curved sword. Then there's also a drow, one of the dreaded deep elf creature things, with a piece of razor wire glowing in resplendent blues and purples and reds as she jumps and acrobatically dances to the entertainment of the crowd. And you also see a halfling spellcaster of some kind shooting out bits of light and creating music with waves of his wand. And as this occurs, the halfling casts a illusion spell, forming the appearance of a dreaded foul manticore, but made more palatable for the hearts of average folk. And then giving an oration, you see a man dressed in a chain halberd with a horned helmet and a shield resting upon his back. And he begins to describe a great battle against the manticore of Lalay in the south near Baldur's Gate. Wherein the party of... And I need to open up the notes for this because I still have the fucking Battle of the Ghouls open.
Uh-huh.
Where the party of Wigglethug the Wizard battled this dread creature, slaying it, and earning much renown in Baldur's Gate. And you see the black bird thing, as well as the drow, and illusionary images of the man in the armor, as well as the wizard, engaging and fighting the manticore before bringing it down. To which the bird and the drow begin to dance. Again. And the crowd roars in triumphant and cheer.
Very cool performance. I would help, but I would love to join in, but I don't want to be rude.
I feel like I'm eyeing the crowd, seeing where the donations, the tip money, so to speak, is going. Looking for somebody who's collecting with a hat or something like that, you know?
There doesn't appear to be that, though you do notice there are a few people here with finer clothing, golden and silver chains upon their necks and wrists, women who have brought out their fine jewelry, even, and then 1 or 2 men with nicer looking swords than the average. Mayhaps these are bondsmen or guards with more kills under their belt, more bounties, if you would. There are some things of value if you would like to risk the ire of Fandolin.
Well, in the background as we continue on, just keep in mind that I'm keeping my eyes open for somebody suitably intoxicated and suitably wealthy to make significantly less wealthy.
Roll me an investigation check to see if you can identify such a person as you guys lead your ponies to the inn. A 10. You don't quite see anyone who is both intoxicated enough and possessed of enough wealth for you to go, yes, that is worth the risk.
That's not my mark. Okay. Well, I'll just kind of passively in the background.
You just have me roll one of those
every once in a while as we go.
Yeah, at this moment in the night. You do notice 1, 2, 3 people that are like, oh, that's got money. That would be worth angering Fandolin over.
Up by the house?
But they're not intoxicated enough for you to risk it. Alright. Would you like to go back into the inn?
Oh, I mean, we'll secure the supplies first. We should probably...
You could just put them by the wagon that you guys brought for the brothers. Oh, Gundren, the dwarf that's with you, as you guys lead over to the wagon. So you laddies weren't lying. You actually were the delivery boys. And he goes over to the wagon, hops up in the back, and begins inspecting things. Yes, this is... Oh, Cousin Ori. Yes, I recognize this pickaxe to be his handiwork. Yes, this all looks to be in order. So I'm going to cut you off, Cornelius.
Oh, is that to me?
Well, no, the dwarf is just kind of like talking to himself as he's like inspecting the equipment.
All right.
Finally getting paid?
Would you like to ask him that?
Yeah.
The Red Hands took the coin that I had on me, unfortunately. And I'm assuming you did not find it, because it was a substantial amount.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
I didn't find any
Does
coin.
that out of
Out of
character?
character,
Does that mean that the pouches of gold that we gave away to the kobold was that the gold was supposed to be?
We did
No,
give
you
any
gave
gold
them
to the
gems.
kobold.
Those were the kobolds. You did not find the dwarves' money.
No, I found money, but not the dwarves.
Okay.
No, you did not find the dwarves' money. Just making sure, just in case you did not find the dwarves' money.
I'm sure that it all got spent forcibly at the end then.
Shame.
On booze and women of the night.
Yes, well, the Rockseeker brothers, we are not thieves, we are not liars. As soon as I have the coin to pay you all, which I believe, if I remember correctly, it is 15 apiece, and there were 4 of you. Upon the possession of that coin, I will make sure that you are compensated fairly. For
Do we have
your
to get
service.
this notarized with the guild?
Are you implying that my word is not enough? Listen here.
Oh, sorry, that was out of...
Listen here, you tall man. Just because your kind may be willing to renege on deals, don't mean us dwarves don't take oaths quite seriously.
I apologize, but we haven't shaken on anything yet. I take a dwarf's handshake as anything above all.
Roll a persuasion check to see if he's convinced.
It's one of the out of character. It's one of those things where if a dwarf shakes on agreement, that's a more binding contract to me than any contract.
Yeah, no. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, because if you roll low, he'll take it as a backpedal. If you roll high, he'll take it as a. Oh, I understand. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. Because my persuasion is like -1. Just FYI.
Well, if someone in the party would like to help you,
I would very much appreciate
they're right
that.
there.
I will give you that help action, sir.
All right,
So it's just a straight 20.
D20, yeah, -1 because I believe you have an 8.
+2.
So it's a good thing you have advantage. It's a very good thing you have advantage.
You want to try like proficiency with it as well, since it's help action?
No, he just gets advantage.
Oh, okay.
So I can roll again, or is that it?
You roll again.
Roll again.
Yes, and you take the higher of the two. Obviously, you ain't spent much time with dwarves, then. A handshake is a tall man thing. A dwarf seals a pact with a good pint of ale.
I wholeheartedly agree. Listen. Let's just walk away from the tall folk for a minute and talk eye to eye.
He looks down at you.
Yeah, that'll work. Look, I don't see any reason we need to have a disagreement now. We've had a conversation about some future work. We've clearly helped you out. I'm willing to float this for a while and get paid bigger in the long run. I don't see any reason to stomp on this relationship, Elias.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. That's it's just a +1. Oh, oops. /R space 1D. Dude, my keyboard just isn't accepting half my inputs tonight. It's my fingers.
Upsetting.
It's definitely my fingers.
The wife is sitting there judging you.
I only have a 1 charisma.
Are you trying to imply that I wouldn't treat you fairly?
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm
Not at
still
all. That
go-
must
I'm
have come
still
out wrong.
going
I
to.
apologize.
I'm absolutely still going to. You went above and beyond simple errand boys, but
Exactly. So there's no
I might
reason for us to
I
have an
might-
argument about it now. Is all I'm saying. Like
I will-
I know that you're good for it. I'm
will
just
be
trying to convince our friend
considering-
here that you're good for it because he's clearly he's got an issue.
I will be
I
considering
Gonna
After-
deflect my ass
Yeah.
off.
I will be considering.
This piece of shit.
I will be considering after we deal with this spider situation currently, which you still will be compensated from the plunder of my clan's ancient hold, of course. Whether or not
So
we
we're gonna get paid
utilize
for
your
that.
services in the future.
Just lump this in with that payment. We'll be good.
Yes. After we have acquired the 20 gold pieces a member. Is that a fair amount?
That sounds absolutely
5 on top of what was previously promised, due to the lateness of the payment.
I appreciate the interest, sir. Honestly, it's much appreciated.
You're welcome. Ooze.
All right.
Person. Thing.
I give him a thumbs up.
I think
A
he's
very,
jelly.
a very wiggly thumbs up.
I think he's jelly, actually.
Would you like to try and eat the jelly?
Absolutely
At
not. I'm
least
going to be
once
getting a
we
good pint of ale, laddie. And with that,
I
he
was
stormed
talking to
off
Sax,
go
but
into the inn.
sure. I was referring to Sax, but sure, I can poison my inside system with other liquids.
You know,
I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group and say, I think he likes me.
Sure, bud. If you say so.
I don't know why that
Does
still
it not
works.
pick up on sarcasm?
I mean, given your charisma stat, yeah. It seems
That's
like
the reason my character very rarely speaks.
my character is very proficient in reading the room. I was the person who probably should have done that talk. I was the person who did not do that talk. So, yeah. Whoopsies. Oh well. All right, let's go get drunk. I
enter
guess.
into the inn. You enter into the inn and see
Oh,
Toblin
man.
O'Neill, the proprietor of
Yeah.
the establishment, pouring a nice, large, dwarven mug, which, of course, obviously is twice the size of the average human mug, for good Gundren Roxiga.
Yeah, I have exactly 1 charisma, and I always use it as a shovel to dig my own grave with.
Okay, man.
Maybe let me do the checks from now on.
Good ale from you, Toblin. I wish I had coin, but you know I'm good for it. Run me a line of credit, and I'll make sure you're paid. Well.
Well, we have everything we need from here. Should we go turn into scouts?
It's a little late at night. We can do that in the morning. That ale looks pretty good.
If you wish. I can go do it right now, honestly.
Ah, you're back, says Sildar Hallwinter as he steps up from the back corner.
Oh,
Hey, Sildar. We got everything done. We got the whole tray thing. We got some of the dwarf out. We got the scalps for you.
some of the dwarf.
Yes, Father of Tyr, Mother of Hell! And he's staring at the half-ogre's scalp. You went into troll country!
Yeah. Well, they had one with us. They had one with them, so we dealt with them.
They don't have them anymore. I mean,
They
that's the important part.
they were certainly there.
He is just flabbergasted, just completely shook, completely surprised at the sight of this what the absolute flying fuck is going on. Just where the fuck did you guys get this shit from? Holy fuck.
I mean,
Oh,
They are red hands,
well,
so
they're all
don't-
red hands, and there won't be any more.
There will
As
be
far
more,
as-
just not in this sector.
Yeah, there won't be any more for a while. Your troubles should be solved for a good bit.
Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. This is a family-friendly show. I was gonna say a very, very vulgar curse word. Yes, he goes, well, I feel like you're owed a little bit more for the scalp of that one.
Well, I actually wanted to have a conversation with you about that.
Oh, good lord, you fucking.
You know, the manor that we cleaned out, that we got all this from, it's just kind of standing there empty now. Is there any chance
Yes,
that we
if
can
you-
have a new deed drawn up for it?
Well, I mean, that is not for me to say. I am not a... I am working on it,
Would
but as of yet,
you
I am not
represent
a...
us in that conversation if you happen to know who we need to talk to?
I'm currently in an attempt to depose person that you would need to talk to over his failure to maintain the Red Hand Gang.
Oh, well, that's
I do
complicated.
question... Though I do question why you would want that place. It's, I would assume, out in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, that is part of the charm of it. A secluded area.
I
Very
enjoy my
important to the base.
seclusion. Yeah.
It has its perks.
Well, I assume you would also be willing to deal with the other denizens of that particular patch of land,
Of course,
being Surge Nash and the grimly bearded Ghast, of course.
you can deal with those.
Oh, the corpse eaters?
Yes.
That,
Yes, Surge Nash has been a problem. The General Yowler, as he is known in the marches.
We actually, and I
He's-
point over at Elias, we got a good look at him on the way in.
Oh, did
I'm
you?
gonna
Elias,
pull out.
Elias, do you think you could track them back from where we located them?
Absolutely. And then I pull out the journal, and then I show him the numbers and explain what each mark of my imprinted amulet means, and go and explain to him, what was there, who was there.
It was like a total of 400-ish total, right? I think.
Well, that was before the
300
battle.
ghouls, about 100 ghouls.
Not just in character. Just talking to Alias.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. It was like 400 of them total, right? I mean, that shouldn't be too hard to deal with enough AoE spells. Maybe?
Well, I wouldn't... Well, I mean, they would turn on themselves and start killing each other if you took out their leadership.
Right.
Collection of bad.
They're feral. Like, they once the commander's dead, they're not much of a threat.
Yes. Same bounty for... if you... Now, I would like their heads, specifically, not their scalps, so I could determine identity. So I could determine identity, obviously. But if you were to bring me back the head of the grimly bearded Ghast, or the head of Nash, the guttural Yowler, or the twins, or that bastard Glassstaff, I could pay you 100 gold a head.
And you can guarantee us the estate?
Well, I mean, no one else is going to want it, so the moment I have the governorial authority over the area, then yes, that would be your land.
I spit my hand and I hold it out for a shake. This is how
You
this is
are
how
aware
you
there-
all do it.
He holds a hand up. You are aware there would be certain obligations you would be required to meet.
Such as.
Well, you would need to maintain the road, make sure that it's clear. You would need to maintain the local monster population. You would be required, as you would be landed, in all intents and purposes, nobility, you would be required to pay a tax. You would be required to maintain a standing garrison to support any sort of
I can take care of
operations.
that.
Yes. And am I in full awareness that you are all within a good state of credit? That way there will be no issues
what-
with the banks.
So far, our credits are very, very stable. Especially now.
I can agree with that.
Yes, well. We can speak of this after the details have been ironed out and I've been named Master of Fendolin.
Alright. Works for me.
Yes. Oh, one more thing.
Uh-huh.
If the halfling offers you Wigglethug, the wizard, if he requests aid in any sort of tower construction or area clearing, please inform me of it. I have not given him the same level of commissions as I'm willing to give you. And he goes back to his table for a drink.
Understood.
I'm gonna just slightly lean towards Sax's shoulder and just whisper, did he mention Glass? As in the guy that we murdered, took his book and staff and burned his body with all of his other friends? We can't take his head as proof now.
That's a detail we can work out later. You still have that staff, don't you? Or no,
I
our
have his
silent
book,
friend over
but
there in the
someone's
corner
got
has the staff, I
Yeah.
think. I would think that would be proof. I would think that would be proof sufficient. We can iron that out later. We need a firmly established agreement before we worry about that, I think. But this gives us a nice place to accumulate our wealth.
All right.
Yes.
Well,
Though one of your number does lamentfully and mournfully remember another place that he thinks of as good for a settlement, but would need to be reclaimed with fire. Steel, faith, and fire.
right.
This thought is interrupted as the door is thrown open with a loud Nordic accented voice shouting, "A round of your finest for my companions and I. And red wine for the drow. She is particular about her drink." As the Viking-looking motherfucker, as well as the Blackbird man with the blade sheathed upon his back, the drow woman, and the halfling wander into the tavern, flanked by the town, who begin taking up every seat and every stool and every bench they can. If you're not quick, you will find yourselves being forced to stand.
I'm going to quickly sit in the corner.
I'm gonna pull up a chair next to him.
All right.
I will sit next to Seth, I guess.
You successfully claim a table for yourselves, as do Wigglethook and his band, and they are immediately bombarded by people asking questions and speaking and calling for tales, and young men offering to join their band with poorly maintained swords or even sticks, saying that they are the next great heroes, the next great warriors, indeed. Clearly full of piss and vinegar and bullshit.
Oh, I think
kids-
Sax and I are going to start giggling in the corner.
I wink at the guy that we just handed the fucking scalps to.
Let the kids dream, man. Let them have it. They have idols.
Right.
If I
the Nordic
catch a
guy
glimpse
kind
of the...
Oh, sorry, Cornelius.
I was going to say, if I catch the eye of the dark elf, I'm going to give her a wink and a nod.
Oh, God.
She seems more focused at not paying attention to the crowd of people that are swarming them. Clearly an introvert. The Nordic guy approaches you guys, however, breaking free from the crowd of people. "Well now, you be the other adventurers we heard about. I am Wolfgrim, son of Grimwolf, he son of Beowulf." The man is of more older age, salt and pepper to his beard, long hair braided with symbols of gods and things that you do not recognize. He's clearly a man of the north by his pale complexion and his blondish hair.
I stand up and shake his hand. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Clearly a fighter for the chainmail halberd he wears, the scars upon the bare skin that you can see, and the muscled build he bears with him. Ah.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa,
What be your names and what be your band?
I'm Doug, and this is my band of. I can't say it with a straight face. I'm sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. I think he's in charge. I'm still pointing at Lake.
I mean, honestly, if I'm in charge, then the other guy over there in the corner is the one who's keeping my head on straight. I point at Alias. We're sort of a band of random ass misfits. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I step and offer him my rather slimy hand.
Should we come up with a band name? You know what? Metallica.
Metallica?
Please
Yeah,
do
we
that.
all carry swords.
Hey, hold on.
We'll call ourselves Metallica. We'll name ourselves after the sword, after the metal.
I'm gonna be very clear here. Your band name needs to do. Your name needs to have something to do with who you are as a party.
The Swamp Fox.
The Murder Hobos.
That is
Very
canon,
accurate.
unfortunately. That is copyrighted within this world.
Too generic.
It is literally just all of Caden's previous characters.
I feel like we're kind of we're bordering on like Harley Quinn sort of
Dust
murder.
Raiders. We'll rip
Yeah,
that
we
from
actually are.
Okay.
We are
I
raiders.
am parched. Hey guys, how about this? I am parched. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll let you guys banter amongst yourselves what the party name should be.
So
And I'll be
far,
back.
we are
Let
famous
me-
for making raids at dark.
All right. So here's
Night
my-
Raiders? That sounds so bad and cringe.
All right, it's actually a frog. I'm
Let's
literally.
look at the chat. What do they think?
True. What's up the chat? Chat, if you have any ideas, that'd be great. But here's what I'm thinking
Chat. Name the party.
of. Name the party. Please, Andy, give him something good. Give him something happy.
I'm gonna retain veto power for this though.
I'm thinking Swampman Hunters, but that's just top of my head. If you have any better ideas,
he's
that'd be hilarious.
he's sounds like we're all three of us are from the swamp.
I mean, he's a hunter. I'm literally water, and you're a frog. So
I'm a thief of the Thieves Guild.
swamp ass.
Swamp ass.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, swamp ass is much funnier than swamp hunters. That much is for sure. I mean, we're a band of misfits, so do you want to go to swamp ass? It's funny.
No.
Timber's missing, so like we have to decide this before they arrive because majority. I'm
Let's just do
down with
swamp
swamp
ass.
ass.
Let's just do swamp ass. Why not? It's funny. Knowing that the land is a band of misfits, lethal yet hilarious, they are swamp ass.
The mud punchers.
The mud punchers.
Could be the
The
gilded
mud-
arrows because we've got
No.
Gilded Arrow. I do like that actually. That's
Could be,
nice. It's got a nice ring to it. It's memorable. And
Guild of
it
the
fits
Mud.
in with the setting better than Swamp Ass.
The Guild of the Mud Munchers.
All right, I'm back.
Well, no, gilded like sheathed in gold. Gilded, G-I-L-D.
yeah, that's what I was going with.
Yeah. Not gilded like.
Or it
Thieves
could just
Guild.
be gilded. Yeah,
Just gilded.
Gilded. I like
or
that.
gilded nomads, or like guild. Yeah,
I liked Gilded Arrows a lot. We'll workshop it some more when the rest of the party arrives. But we're definitely gonna go with Gilded something.
Or,
Yeah.
Yes.
I just like
Gilded.
reach out. I just like
No,
stand up.
not the Geldings, Andy. No, I'm pretty sure that's a bad '60s band.
All right,
Andre the Gilded.
I just stand up and just like offer
for
my
the
like,
time being, I think it's just going to be gilded.
Yeah,
gilded
like-
swampers. We'll go with that. The gilded swamp ass for the time being. All right. We don't actually have a name for ourselves, but for the time being, we're just going with the gilded. For a future reference, our entire band of misfits is not with us currently, but we'll come up with a name eventually, sir. But it is a pleasure to meet you, though. We did see your show. You were quite the performance. Very striking and eye-catching.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, what he
On the
said. You play
gold.
dice?
My wife would beat me within an inch of my life if I went back to gambling.
Is she here? Well,
She's
she don't
staying
know
in
what hurt me. You know what I mean?
Roll persuasion check.
Oh God! I just
Andy,
want-
for the
God.
one-eyed monsters.
Do
I
any of
won.
you, can any of you lend me a hand on the persuasion?
Yeah, that's hilarious, buddy.
This is why I'm trying not to get involved.
I'm gonna walk to the side of what's his name?
Wolfgar or Wolfgrim?
No, Wolfgar. I just walk to the side of Wolfgar and just whisper in his ear. He's
Wolf-
trying to steal your money.
Wolfgrim. Wolfgrim, son of Grimwolf, son of Beowulf.
I just walk next to Wolfram and just go, don't do it.
Wow.
He's trying to steal your money.
I'm not particularly persuasive. He's got a strong will. I can respect that.
Trying to steal your gold and your riches.
My wife would find out, and then she'd skin me alive, and then who would be here to keep poor little Wiggle Thug safe from that bitch Ulmray Sirlin? He says, casting a gaze over at the drow.
Oh,
Damn.
You don't like her, man?
bad blood. I said some bad blood in your band, huh?
He is a drow. Wiggle Thug seems to think she can trust him, or he can trust her. And Rapids, the Kenku, I don't quite understand where his loyalties lie to begin with.
Guys. Out of character, should we scam these guys?
No.
No.
Like, should we sell a plot of land for Wiggle Thug's tower? Off of the land that we don't have yet?
Oh my god.
That's just so bad.
Dude, we're supposed to be somewhat good, man. That's not.
Well, I'm chaotic good.
I don't think
It's not
scamming-
objectively evil.
I don't think scamming a bunch of random performers is considered an even neutral act. I think that's just mean.
Oh god, Sax, that reminds me of the scene from Transformers: Age of Extinction, where it's like, I'm gonna watch and let them kill each other, and then it would just be me reporting to me. That's the same vibe I just got here. I fucking love that.
That's funny.
That's where Doug's going with it. That's what he thinks, but I don't have the charisma to make it happen myself, so I'm floating the idea here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You could say there's bad blood. Wiggle Thug only has a leash around her throat because she swore an oath to her dread god Loth that she would serve the halfling as long as he lived if he saved her life. And she's more scared. She is more scared of that spider bitch than she is embarrassed serving a halfling.
Spider.
It's
Good word of
Loth,
a spider.
the god of the
What?
drow.
The god of the drow, you say?
Loth. Ulmray swore
I
an oath
know
to their god.
who Loth is. It's
Yes.
Oh.
In
Okay.
any event, I'm traveling with Wiggle Thug because we have been friends for many years, and he has finally decided to stop with the traveling and erect a tower that he may use for study and experimentation. Rapids is... I genuinely don't know what the fuck is going on with Rapids. He's just kind of there still.
That's certainly an interesting story. I mean, huh?
Is Wigglethorpe looking for a plot to erect this tower on?
I just,
Yes, he absolutely is. He's shopping around. This is the frontier. This is the marches. So land prices will be cheap, and by cheap it is as long as you kill the monsters on there, it's basically yours, and then pay a little bit of tax to Neverwinter's coffers, so he can maintain his forts and his armies and his high standard of living, as most lords tend to do. And to be fair, I will be doing the same thing with my own land once I've carved out my own piece. But Wiggle Thug is very particular about where he puts his tower. He wants easy access to magical supplies. He wants it near a road so he may be able to trade easily. And he would also like some nice fertile land nearby so that he may see halflings crop up. For he does love halfling-made mead.
Oh, this place has got 2 out of 3. I don't know much about magic.
Yes. Yes, he looks for herbs, the kinds that you can find in a fey-touched wood or a swamp. Those sorts of places. The Deadman's Mere is a place that he is of interest with, but that is too close to that hobgoblin territory for me to be
Oh
anywhere
yeah,
close to there.
not a fan of those guys. I came through there a couple months back, actually.
Yes.
That's a lot of work.
I've heard-
Cleaning them out would be a
I've heard-
lot of work.
Especially since Lord Neverwinter settled them there.
Where is this wench? My throat is parched.
Which
Right
point,
after he
I'll
says
trust
that, I'm just
Marmaid.
going to ask him, excuse me, sir. Pardon my frog friend, but pardon his rudeness. But I also saw in your performance there was someone using swords for their dancing. Was it the performances?
Oh, yes.
Two of them?
That would be Rapids, the Kenku.
Oh, okay. Where are they currently? I'd like to go speak to them if they are so inclined.
He is currently being mobbed by peasants. Hold on, let me go. Out of the way, make room. Get out of the way. I have need for the bird. And then you hear a loud, like, panic squawk noise as he's picked up in two hands. And then you see
That's
a
hilarious.
crow-like thing about the size of Doug gets set down on the table, just kind of freaking the fuck out before calming down, just cocking his head and go, "What you want?"
Wait, he can speak common?
Oh God, he's Asian. Lord.
Then he shakes his head no.
Oh, I got
He's a Kenku.
really shocked
He
just
can
then.
only, he's a Kenku. He can only speak with mimicry.
Oh, I
And
see.
the Kenku
Okay.
nods.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a pleasure to meet you, friend. I noticed your performances during your performances. Your swordplay is very, very interesting. I was wondering how or where you learned of your craft, if you can mimic all of that. Mr. Wolf, sir, if you can help him mimic his answers or something, if that's possible.
Rapids, he begins to speak, mimicking different. He begins speaking different voices. To fight. With the greatest of skill is to flow like a river. You must be firm and find the least point of resistance, so you may carve out the greatest cut. See, the simple trick to killing anyone is you're going to have the best sword, but not only that, you have to have the best firm form of your own flesh. So do another 200 push-ups, you little bastard, and I'll make a warrior out of you yet.
I mean, hey, I'm down.
I croak a slur at the Kenku and Grum.
And he
I mean,
begins
hey,
to, like,
I'm
seemingly
up for
be
training.
quote.
Does he mimic that?
Well, no. So he continues to mimic off like 6 or 7 more people. He seems to be speaking of the different masters that he studied under.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so the guy was dual wielding, yes, I believe,
Oh, he was two-handed.
two-handed.
So does that mean he's
Double-bladed
a
sword.
monk, but
Was he-
he's multi-classed into fighter?
Think Darth
No.
Maul.
No.
Wait. So he was two-handing a sword for a blade dance.
No, he's a Kensei.
Oh,
He's a Kensei with a fuck ton of
Oh,
custom feats. He is a Kensei with a fuck ton of custom feats.
oh,
damn.
that's cool. Okay,
That is cool.
That's-
So
very
he doesn't acknowledge me slurring at him in Grum?
no,
He doesn't
you're
speak
too
Grum.
small.
Okay, I'm gonna continue.
They're the same size.
I'm gonna continue slurring at him. He doesn't understand.
You guys probably all think I'm choking or something. I don't think I've ever spoken Grum in front of any of you.
You have not. Oh God! Get some bread. I'm gonna need some highlight maneuver. I just wrap my arms around his chest, just start doing the highlight maneuver. What the fuck,
What
man?
was that for, Lake?
I thought you were choking on something. What the fuck, dude? What was that noise?
That was the song of my people.
Oh,
As you say that, the
Oh, that's-
Kenku begins to mimic the song of your people.
aw.
I start clapping. Don't ever forget those words. Say them to everyone you
he
meet.
duck nods. He duck nods happily.
That's adorable. All right, I got what I
yes.
wanted.
Now, if you would, if you show interest in Rapid's fighting skills, I'm sure if you have the coin and the time, he'd be willing to teach you a thing or two. He is very skilled at war fighting. The Kenku begins to duck nod again.
out of
Do not pay him in
character,
gold, however. He prefers silver. He's weird.
that's perfectly fine.
Kenku looks aghast at him, like the Senator Armstrong shock face.
Man,
That's what he thinks. Wolf.
that's
Or wolf,
funny.
excuse me.
So it was a fighter with.
Speaking of,
He was a fighter with just like a bunch of random ass custom feats, right? Is that what you said?
he's a Kensei monk with a bunch of random ass feats.
Oh, a monk. Okay. That's something I was
That's dope
interested
as fuck.
I mean, that sounds absolutely amazing. Although the wave key doesn't really seem more my style, I was more thinking flexibility and power. So, more along your lines, Mr. Wolf, sir, if you're so inclined as well.
My method of fighting is I lift my shield high, I stare the enemy down, and I just curse at them until they're dead.
I cause I never till they're dead. Sounds like fun.
I'm a scold, though I do know my way around a shield. So,
Yo! He's a dope ass bard.
Oh, he's a bard too? Oh shit, that's cool. That's interesting.
he's a
No.
multi-class.
He's not just a bard. He's a skill, as in like, it's hard to explain, but it's basically a warrior bard, and they will fuck your shit up.
Bodyguard.
That sounds like actually something down the lines of what I was going for in terms of my path of combat. If I could pay you to train me in your ways, that'd be absolutely phenomenal. Whether it just be in terms of the sword or the shield or whatever you can provide in our short time here, I would be absolutely honored, whatever the price may be, sir.
I could teach you some. Techniques of speech. I could also teach you I could also teach you how to break a guard with the shield, and to slash a throat with a sword. For the right amount, for the right price, of course. Though I do not know how long we'll be remaining, as that is up to Wiggleslook. I can also teach you the methods of speech needed to pry coin from hands, to woo those that need wooing. I can also teach you to leave a foe second guessed long enough to break through the guard and plunge a blade into the heart. And if you are interested in
fucking
more,
awesome.
and if you are interested in more unsavory methods of war fighting, speak to the Drow. She is a master of the short knife, the long knife, the stabbing thrust, the razor whip, and the 12 poisonous deaths.
That sounds more like Alias's style or Sax's style.
Yeah.
I'm a master of most of those myself.
Yeah.
And then Wiggleslook is...
How much gold did we get from? How much gold did we get total from our little finished job in terms of the scalp?
Oh yes. So from the scalps specifically, it was 5 gold a scalp, right?
Yes, we have 16 of those.
Memory.
So
No, you got 14 in total, counting the 3 you got off the road. One of those was a half order scalp. You got 10 for that. So you got 75 gold in total to be split among 4 people.
75 gold.
I'll hold it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 5 if you want to save a cut for me. So.
All right. Well, I have 26 gold on my person. How much could I get from you for 40 gold? Time is no concern. We have no rush.
That would be a couple of days. That'd be a couple of days of my time. Okay. And that's when Gundren stumbles over to you guys and takes a seat. I was thinking tomorrow, laddies. After party breakfast, we trek up the mountain, and we find where my brothers were camped. We go up to that spider bastard before he gets to Vendelva. And then he looks over at Wolfgrim. What you be looking at, you northern bastard? Can't you see we're talking business? To which the Wolfgrim stand up.
Oh, boy.
I understand my mountain dwelling friend. No offense meant. He picks up the Kenku, he picks up the Kenku the way you pick up a duck, actually, and walks back.
Aww.
The Kenku is much more appreciative of being carried like this.
Oh, Lord. Sir. Did you have to do that? I was talking training.
Ah, you wouldn't get much time to train anyway. We're leaving tomorrow. Or did you forget my brothers are at risk of that dastardly bastard, the spider?
Yeah, you're right.
Drow,
Mr. Wolf, sir, how long are you going to be in town for?
That's up to Wigglethug, and he's a wizard. Wizards don't make much sense. And he sits back down.
I
He
see.
can take the happy space on the table.
Guess Nick,
Can I have a moment to just excuse myself from the table for a couple of seconds to approach the dark elf about training?
You would need to push your way through a crowd of people.
Damn it. Never mind.
That's DM 4. There's probably a better time for it.
Okay.
I mean, like, you absolutely can try. I'm just letting you know that, like, you as a character would probably recognize, hey, it's like trying to talk to someone while they're being, like, mobbed by a bunch of fucking retards. Like,
Right.
it's not the best time to approach someone for anything.
Well, I was wondering if they might
Sure.
have any further information about Spider. But
Mhm.
So, what are the details of this?
I mean, I don't
spider?
know. Just
I mean-
assuming that they all know each other because they're the same color probably is a little odd.
Dude!
Man.
Oh, he went there.
It's a
Okay.
spider. He called himself Nesnar. Black of skin, like those bastard drow. He spits on the table. Long spiderweb-like white hair, like those bastard drow. Spits on the ground. Red rat-like eyes, like those bastard drow. Black
I
cloth.
get the feeling he doesn't
In his
like
mug.
I get the feeling he does not like Drow very much.
Black cloth.
Nobody likes Drow.
Like silk.
I like the
And on his neck rests a large silver amulet with a green emerald in the center. Clearly something of magic work, probably stolen from one of my kindred. Because those drow, they make killy things and stabby things, but very few beautiful things. As to drow.
I mean, if that's your opinion, by all means, you're welcome to have it.
I swear to fuck, if I'm about to hear you describe how you would like to be dominated by a big drow mommy, I am rescinding all fucking payment.
All I was gonna say
Oh,
is
no.
because they seem to be pretty charming
We'll,
themselves.
we'll evict him from the Gilded if that happens.
Trust me, that's
You
not what I'm
manlings
saying.
have weird fixations on those creatures.
Look, I'm a monster, they're monsters, it's just a thing, okay? Your brain works differently than mine. I find them quite charming. You can have your opinion, but I'll keep mine, thank you very much. But
I'm
anyway,
gonna go. I'm sorry, please carry on. Ignore him for the time being.
I'm just sipping my ale,
Wait.
just condescendingly.
He was accompanied by some woman in a red dragon mask. Lithe, little shorter than the drow. Had the look of a killer to her. Never spoke. Only reason I knew it was a woman was because the outfit was form-fitting. He had two more of those bugbear bastards as guards. Neither of them as big as the other one. And then his white, chittering kittens. Ugh, nasty bastard things. 4 arms, daggers in each. White eyes that stared into your soul, and mandibles dripping with venom.
Damn.
6 of those. And a large, bulbous black tarantula, the size of a fucking dog, sitting at his heels like a tame hound. I don't know why I lost the Scottish part of this accent. In any event. Oh, and I believe he also took 10 of the Red Hands gang as well. Some of the stronger ones, I might add.
Oh,
Thugs.
there's more scalps we can collect. Intrusive thought.
That's true. We do have more scalps to collect then.
At least. It's going to be a hard fight, a tough fight. So I recommend you eat well get a good night's rest. For on the morrow, there be killing to be had. And with that, he downs his ale and goes, "Add a room to my tab, barkeep." And then he stumbles up the stairs to a room.
All right, one last time. Who was the Mr. Wolf person? What was his name proper?
It was Wolfgrim, son of Grimwolf, son of Beowulf. The halfling wizard is named Wigglethug the Wizard. The Kenku Kensei is Rapids. And if you're wondering how that is
Rapids?
spelled, if you're wondering how that's spelled, if you were to ask him how it's spelled, it is literally just the sound of river rapids, as in like fast-moving water on stones.
Which he mimics.
It's exactly that. That's the sound.
That's fantastic.
And then the drow is Unre Sirilan.
Unre the Drow.
Or as Gundren would say, bastard drow.
Okay. I just write these names down in my notebook in character, and in real life too, just to remember for later. Because
Cool, you're doing the intro next week.
That's fine.
Or as the average Gen Z person would describe her, mommy.
Ah, I see.
Because our generation are a bunch of fucking degenerates, Gray.
Okay, let's see. Unre the
They're also
Drow.
very broken.
All right, let's see here.
Yes,
Unre the Drow, parentheses, mommy. Yeah,
Hold on. Aren't bits and Serb fucking millennials?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought there was. Oh, so damn it! Then my generation.
Yeah, no.
But I think that
because if I remember
I
right,
think that-
bastards. I think Jig's the only Zoomer actually.
oh,
I was gonna make a joke about Wokehammer and like being Zoomers, but I'm pretty sure all of them are. Wait, no, isn't Bits X?
Bits is in his late 30s. Serb, I
he's
believe, is in his
either
late
millennial
20s.
Okay, so Serb might be a Zoomer.
Might be.
Jig is definitely a Zoomer because she's like I think 23. I was gonna make a joke about Wokehammer, but it didn't really work because they're all freaking Xers and millennials. Fuck. About them and the whole like mommy thing. Maybe millennials are more about mommy than Zoomers.
yeah, it's because a lot of us are
Millennials
abandoned.
probably have more mommy issues.
Yep,
And then
correct.
and then Zoomers fucking
and
hate
daddy
women.
issues. Yep.
Yes. I'm gonna say Gray Silence is an agreement with me. He objectively hates women.
I mean, shit, you were raised by a Gen Xer. How the hell did you turn out right?
What?
if you want to, sure, by all means. I suck dick. I mean, not really, but I'm not straight, so hey. I don't
You
know.
are a fucking sub.
Do I really talk about the fact I put one of? Do we need to talk about how I put fucking Cat in the breeding position on our first time? Do I need to say this shit out loud?
What? What?
Yeah.
I don't think I want to know what.
Yeah.
I'm the only person here who even knows the context of this, Gray. Why are you traumatizing poor Cornelius?
Because I can.
I don't think I want to know.
R.I.P. Innocence.
Don't call me a sub next time. I will ruin everyone in the stream.
Don't call the femboy a sub. Got it.
You know what?
Hey, whoa. He's a Florida man, not a Polish guy.
His character's a femboy.
Am
I
I?
know. The Polish are based as fuck.
Oh, no, so according to a few Polish dudes I've interacted with, the life cycle of a Polish man is child,
I mean,
femboy, scary motherfucker.
Scary motherfucker.
The life cycle of a Polish dude is like you when you hit you're like a child until you hit 16. From 16
Yeah.
to 20, when you go Habibi come to Poland, you say it with joy and excitement, just imagining how great it would be for big scary immigrant guys to come over. Then once you hit 21, it's Habibi come to Poland. With the full fucking Polish beard.
Okay.
That's fucking awesome.
That's
Wait,
kind
you
of
know which
sick.
video I'm talking? You know which video I'm talking about, right?
I don't, but it sounds
Hold on.
amazing.
All right.
Hold on, I'm just gonna completely derail the stream because I love this. I love this fucking video.
I mean, it seems like we're pretty much done for tonight, anyways. More
I mean,
than likely.
yeah, there's the opportunity for like a little bit more conversation from some NPCs. Hold on, fuck.
I mean-
Okay, hold on. Yeah.
So I would imagine before we finish that we all just pay for a room, go up to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
Before we do that, could I talk to Oakham and just like ask him? It's like anyone to keep in contact with him in case the wizard does go crazy and they do leave town.
So as the night kind of
would
winds
like
down, as the night winds down, all like the crowds disappear, and you do get the opportunity to talk to them a little bit more freely. If you do talk to Wilfgrim, he goes, we'll be in Neverwinter, and we'll be in the Grand Duchy, more or less. No doubt you will hear where Wigglethug decides to settle, at which point it'll be as simple as hiring a Pony Express to send messages to me. I will only be half a day's walk at most from wherever he decides to settle his tower. So no doubt I will be taking his mail.
All right then. Okay. Out of accent, say it all again because I missed all of it. Out of accent.
Basically, he doesn't really have a firm location yet, but if like you hear Wigglethug is somewhere or you hear Wigglethug has settled somewhere, that would be the location to like send messages to. At which
Gotcha.
point it will eventually make it to him.
Gotcha. Understood.
So
All right.
messenger version is good. Which reminder, Sax, you do have one.
All right.
Yeah,
Then.
I know.
We will be on an adventure tomorrow. So if you're not here by then, I will try and keep in contact with you, and I'll get the training and the payment sorted out by then. It was a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you.
All right. That'll be then my interactions for this campaign.
Or session.
No campaign.
No, because the campaign isn't finished. It's just today's
He left.
session.
He left.
Oh, okay.
I think he was being a dick. Alright,
Uh-huh.
Sex. Before Elias goes and talks to the scary Dami Mommy individual, he's back. He came crawling back to us. Would you like to do anything, Sex?
Get drunk, eat some raw meat, go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
In that order.
Con check for alcoholism, con check for the raw meat, and then nothing for the sleep.
I don't need a con check for the raw meat. I'm a frog. That's all I eat.
Sir, this is the equivalent of a medieval territory. It's gonna be fucking pork.
Fair enough.
Also, I'll just say if you guys like put down a gold, you cover the rooms and the food and all that, and the horses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It doesn't work that way.
Kings of the Wild, personally.
Okay, so it's a
That is also
14 for
copyrighted.
the alcohol.
Okay, you are not. You do not lose control of your character to me. You don't get blackout drunk.
And that's a 12 for the meat.
You get dysentery. You get like momentary dysentery. Your shit
What?
is horrible.
Yourself.
So that's what you do, Elias. I have cock-blocked you, given you blue balls, and kept you away from this long enough. It's time for you to engage with the drow.
Oh.
Whatever you do not get domed.
See, here's the thing: is that I wanna. This is out of character, of course, but because my speech is so low, I really want to be able to communicate with her without insulting her, and I want to be able to learn some poison and like some of her like teachings as well. How would I go about this?
I mean, just like, don't really... It would basically just be like, just try to have a conversation and don't really push anything, if that would make sense. Like, yeah, like I would... Fuck. There's no real advice I can give, honestly, because you're talking to a fucking drow, which already that is just danger territory, and then it's a drow.
That's exactly
Drow
my
being
point.
controlled by an antisocial DM. You asked the
Oh,
wrong
bro. Alright, I'm gonna walk up, because I'm assuming she's at the bar,
Okay.
right?
I just want to make this very clear. Touching this with a decent charisma score would be a very bad idea, but touching it with a negative charisma score is just a horrible idea.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's at the bar.
She's at the same like booth, and as you
Buy
approach,
her a drink.
the halfling
Yeah,
goes,
I'm going to.
a monster hunter.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Oh, it's
I am
it's
Wiggle
because
Thorpe.
he's sitting with the yeah.
Yes, I am Wigglethorpe.
Uh,
Good to meet your acquaintance, monster hunter.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. My name is Ilias.
Elias. Yes.
I've come to approach your friend here. I don't mean to intrude or disrespect. I mean no ill
no.
intention.
No. I'm sure Umre is a very, very trustworthy companion of mine. I'm sure she would be willing to help you with anything. She, the Kenku, and Wolfgrim all roll their fucking eyes at just the shit naivety of happening.
I feel like by this point I've made my way through the forest to come listen to this conversation.
Oh
Yes,
shit!
you have passed the Terry.
I'm assuming that I catch eyes with Sax, and he's grinning from ear to ear, and I'm just like, "Fuck."
Standing down by your feet.
I'm going to turn to the rest of their party and just be like, as a mean of good nature, may I please buy you a round of drinks?
The Kenku duck nods, yes, rapidly.
Okay. So
Wolfgrim goes, I could use a topo.
okay.
Your wine is getting low. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a little bit of pour
I'm gonna
to
slip
that.
a gold into his hand.
Thank you so much.
It occurs to me that you probably don't really have any money on you.
Wait, can we highlight Andy in the chat real quick? Can declare cure STDs.
Lay hands.
Oh,
So I'm going to
yes.
call over the bartender, and I'm going to, politely ask the drow, and to you, ma'am, what would you like?
Barbarian answered. Red wine. It's the only thing. Piss. It's the least dastardly tasting piss that you surfacers make. Oh, come now, Umre. You'll get used to the surface. It's only been a decade.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Long-lived race. That's a week. She rolls her eyes again. Just pissed off at the fucking halfling's existence.
I'm gonna call out. To the bar, and call out, the order, and point towards the table and say, may I please get this order here to this table? And then I'm going to politely ask if I may join them. I have, some inquiries for her, if she would allow me some time. And I gesture to her to, wait for her response. Would she allow me to ask her questions?
Before she speaks, Wigglethug goes, Of course Umre would be willing to help you.
I'm going to stay silent and respectfully wait for her to respond.
I tug on his cloak and give him a thumbs up.
She just kind of fucking sighs. Evidently, my choice was made for me. What are your questions?
I am very sorry, and I do apologize for troubling you, but I hear that you are skilled in poison and short blades.
Categorically.
I am, too, also very interested in this, as I'm a monster hunter, and I feel as though that, if you would gift me with your time and patience, allow me to learn from you as someone as gifted, I think that I would be able to take on your learnings and employ it into monster hunting.
She sardonically taps her chin as if she's trying to make her mind up on something, very clearly having already made up her mind. So I could teach the man to fish, as the saying goes, but then I could not overcharge him for the fish. I'm willing to sell the products of my labor, but for a desire to minimize competition in the market, I will refuse the request for teaching.
Ah, okay. Well, I will slide a gold coin towards her and decline and apologize to her for giving her any discomfort and say goodnight to everybody else and go to walk away.
Aw, poor Cornelius.
You didn't walk out dead. Congratulations, buddy. I pat him on the back very firmly.
She takes the coin and slips it into a purse. Purse? Pocket? Whatever place she stores her money.
Void, that is her soul.
Yes. the pitch black emptiness where the heart is.
I like to think that, like, throughout all of this, I was
It's
standing
a
in the
drow.
bathroom,
That's a
just below-
stereotype. Just
below table
No,
height.
no, it's-
So, like, I think I'm hidden, but every time I tip my mug up to take a drink, the mug goes up over the table, so everybody fucking saw me there.
it's hilarious.
Andy, is she? Andy, is she? Is she whorish enough for that? I'm curious.
Is she horrid enough for that?
I imagine she's wearing an assassin outfit. She'd have to like unzip
Absolutely.
or unbutton to
Oh.
do that.
Oh yeah, no, she
we talking
she
Underworld?
does possess the capability.
Yeah,
for
Underworld.
that. I'm just trying to think. Would she? It's a question of dignity.
Can't she?
I don't know. I'll need to
Can't she
consider
fuck-
this. I'll need to
Yes,
consider this
would
for
she
her
fuck-
character.
Like a gray skin Celine.
Also, I would like to make this clear. It's not just that she's a drow. It's not just that she's a drow woman. It's not just that she's a femme fatale. It's also the fact that she is all three of those things, and she is enslaved to a fucking dipshit halfling.
Yeah.
Her life is... She is forced to walk around in the sun with a reaction to sunlight akin to an albino on a high UV day.
That's why I wear my cloak the way I do.
I don't know what that
She
means, but it
is-
sounds like hell.
Not in a good mood at the best of days. Her life is hell. Existence is agony.
Her life is in shambles.
So please, continually, bring this character out. Give me reasons to bring this character out for the stream. That way she suffers more. It will be silly. It will be hilarious. I am a horrible person. I am a chaos god. I am Korn, Zinch, Nurgle, Slanesh, Malal. I don't know. I'm one of those. I'm all of them. Yes,
Didn't
I
anyone
am.
do
I am
that?
I just feel really bad because I'm like, damn.
Oh, you should be. She is a drow. She is one of the most haughty and just like narcissistic creatures by just She's an elf. They already have an inflated sense of self. She's a drow. They are fucking narcissistic down to the core, and she is effectively the property of a fucking dipshit wizard halfling. Her existence is hell.
Her ego is.
I tried.
Her ego.
I tried my luck as someone who is trying to get into poisons and potions and stuff, as I have an alchemist kit. And
Yeah,
I saw
absolutely.
my opportunity and just went, yeah, I'll take it. And she's like, no, I
You've
can't make
never
money
won-
off.
You've never once
She's
asked
still
to
willing to
scrape
sell them
slime
to
off
you.
my skin. What the hell?
She's still willing to sell them to you, and like you could go, okay, hey, this poison does this. Maybe, and if you encounter an animal in the wild, oh hey, like if you encounter, say for example, she sells you a poison. She doesn't have any of this, but she sells you a poison that turns people to stone, and then you encounter a basilisk, which bites someone and turns them to stone. Hey, hold on. She has a poison that does that, and the
Yeah.
basilisk does that. Could this poison I purchased from her be refined basilisk venom? Okay, so This is possible. It is possible to refine, but how do I do it? Okay, hold on. So this is what refined basilisk venom looks like. This is normal basilisk venom.
Right.
Okay, the basilisk venom normally is howdy Caucasian Sasquatch. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Well,
Okay, this
in
is
saying that, before I walk too far away, I'm going to turn around to the drow and just say softly, "That's an investment. I hope to see you later," and then keep walking away.
all right. Does that make it a little bit better?
Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
You cannot be caught,
yeah.
but maybe you can be learning vicariously. That might help.
Exactly.
I can.
Yeah,
you
like
can-
kind of like how an orc in 40K learns. Like, okay, hey, hold on. This, if I hold down the trigger of this gun, it runs out of ammo, and if I point it at the
Yeah.
sky, it doesn't really do anything. But
Can you?
the humans point their guns at us and hit us, and we die. And they also don't fire everything at once. Rather, they fire in bursts, and their weapons last for longer. What if I tried out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Can you
if
refine my
have a-
poison?
Oh,
That would be
I
interesting.
will try that.
Nobody's
I will
ever
try
brought this
that
up.
later.
Like, why can't I poison everyone's weapons? Up till now, the whole way I've been doing it is poisoning it on the draw, so that the poison is fresh.
Yeah.
So I assume if I poisoned everybody's weapons, it would dry up and not be any good.
Yes.
I
Well,
mean-
you would need to spend an action to poison someone else's weapon.
Right, but like I couldn't
Oh.
prepare that before combat. It would go bad before that.
Oh,
It seems like
absolutely
it's
not.
a
Oh, we
rather...
can talk
No.
later.
Okay.
If you
Or
wanted
we
to
can talk
only-
later.
You
So
scrape a
we
little
can
bit of
talk
like
later, and then do it in camp, and then I could use my alchemist kit to prepare that stuff for the group later.
Okay.
Future prospects. I was gonna say like
Yeah.
this actually attempt to get a new mentor as well, but I guess we just found that out. Never mind. We're good on
I
that.
imagine she's in such disgust. It's like me waking up early in the morning and no one has given me coffee yet.
I
Like
mean-
that sort of PO'd, like I'm here, but I don't want to be,
I mean, it's not so
and
much that.
everything disgusts me.
I mean, it's not so much that as the fact, like Gabe said, for example, like the sunlight is a very bad condition for her. This is the equivalent of like, how do I say this? I forgot how I was gonna phrase it.
Is it like a cat? Is it like a cat licking the same spot constantly, and it gets to the point where it's just like sandpaper? It's like, for the love of God, please stop. This is like driving me nuts.
It's something like that. It probably makes the most sense, I guess.
Hmm.
Well, that's all I got. It's been 2 hours, so I don't think we can do much else, can we, Mr. DM?
All right. Well, I'm happy that I've had that interaction, because now at least I know that
Future
in
prospects.
the future I can speak to her again.
AC.
We can have like a whole week-long training arc or some shit once we get done with the
Yeah.
mountain mission.
I'm getting hot.
Yes, that is something that could happen. Training is something that is a thing.
That would be absolutely sick. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Would you all like to end the session here? By chance?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds very nice. We have set up for the next mission.
Next mission, which should be 2, maybe 3 sessions, which will conclude the Lost Mines of Fendelver, as heavily modified as it has been thus far. And you already have an excuse for a time skip. Training art.
Hell
Getting out the new
Might-
house.
We might, depending on people's schedules, even do side stories, like 1 hour streams, individual person, kind of like the. No, not streams. Actually, I'll need to think. I'll need to think about it. But like
Could do text
Telebos
based.
and stuff.
Sell it on the Patreon that we haven't started yet.
Well, we need. I'm not gonna fucking set up a Patreon until I know like a lot of people are interested. But actually, okay, we'll end the stream here, and I'll talk about this because I think this would actually be a really cool idea. What I have in mind. But before we go
Yes.
around the horn, let us go around the horn. Let us hype everyone up. Below me, beneath me, breedably. Lake, played by
What?
Ray. How you doing?
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
That just like
out of
push the dagger in and twist. I love it.
I think I fucking pissed him off. He actually left.
Oh man.
I'm
Well,
gonna
great.
apologize.
Thank you very much.
You said in the Discord, how dare.
That's my buddy Gray. I've on and off known him for a few years. Great guy. I probably crossed the fucking line this time. He's probably gonna. He knows where I live IRL, so he's probably gonna.
You're in
Fucking
deep
kill
caca.
Well, yeah, no, our moms are friends.
You're even in worse caca.
Yeah,
I like you
that's
while
why
you're
we know
constant,
each other.
Andy. I was
That's why
planning on
we-
doing
That's
a
why we
lawfully-
know each other. Like, I don't remember why. I think it's like because I think his dad was military, so military wives. But so he would either we'd go to his house or he'd come to our house when like we were when we were a lot younger.
Yeah.
That's why we know each other. And then every once in a while we would like interact because my mom would like hang out with her friends if they like happened to be traveling through the state or whatever, and we would interact. And then I needed someone for my D&D group. My mom knew that. She also knew from talking to his mom that he was looking for a D&D group. So
Win-win.
I got his number and I'm like, hey man, this is Gabe. It's been like fucking years since we talked. I heard that you're looking for a D&D group. I need someone for my D&D group. Are you down? And he goes, yeah, sounds good. Let's go. And then he joined the fucking game, and he's been playing with my group for a couple of months now, and it's fucking great.
Nice.
Me talking about real life aside, me disclosing way too much fucking personal information. That's what I was joking about, and that's why he left. So evidently, that's not what it is. I don't know. We'll have to establish this.
Just buy him a couple of beers. It'll be okay.
Yes, we'll
And
have to figure it out.
apologize.
Well, I don't know
Take me
about
to the
Lake.
place
I don't know
to
about
play.
Gray, but Lake is a femboy.
I know.
He's a bard. Beneath, formerly next to formerly next to Gray, but beneath myself and Sax is Cornelius playing Elias. How was today? How was the session? Was it good? Bad?
It
Evil?
was
Ugly?
interesting. It wasn't as much battle as I was expecting, but the other things were it's all the setup stuff that's building up to like the next big battle.
So just like a fun little excuse for me to toss in a massive battle as a bit of foreshadowing of, I will make you motherfuckers beta test my combat system that I'm making.
Excellent.
Finally, last, but certainly not least, but smallest of stature, Sax. Or Doug, played by Sax.
Yeah, thanks for giving me a chance to run my mouth. It's always a good time. I had a lot of
But
fun
of
tonight.
course,
Actually,
yeah.
it was a good session. You know I prefer these over the combat any day of the week, so I feel like we have a good balance on that.
Yes, I do try
I
to
agree.
give opportunities for RP, opportunities for chill. Because you guys need them. You guys need chill, chat. I've been the Shadow of the Hawk, the host. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
I was about to say that anyway. I was gonna say in your shadow.
Oh yes, absolutely. I am the Shadow of the Hawk. I am the crazy bastard who organized all this. I am the bastard whose channel this is. You can find me in a lot of places. School's starting again, which funnily enough will mean I have more time for dumbass random streams. So keep an eye out for those. Keep an eye out for random videos, and check out my Twitter for some of the most insane schizo posting takes you could possibly imagine. Thank you all for watching. See you all next week for episode 10. Holy fucking shit! We've been doing this for like what, approaching 3 months now.
Yeah,
Holy
man.
fucking shit!
Yeah. It doesn't even feel like that.
No, this has been good. I've loved it. This has been good. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Or in the case of our Australian. Yeah, no, don't worry. We have a murder hobo. You just wasn't here tonight. In the case of Australian, I believe it's about noon for you, right?
It's 2 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, it's afternoon for you. So, good evening, good night, good morning, and good afternoon. See y'all next time.